What's up, everybody? What is up? All right, one sec. One sec. Take your shot. Photo shoot. Hey, what's up, Watch Zones? Welcome, brother. Welcome. No Instagram stream today. Bro, and which subject are you are good? I don't know how to specify which specific. I'm pretty good with all of personal finance. My most recent job, Watch Zones, was a high net worth advisor manager. I'm just gonna say I was six figures. That's what I will say. Could be 100,000 even. Could be $999,999.99. Somewhere in that range. No, I'm just kidding. It was between 1 and 200,000. Yeah, why really? I was working in finance at Vanguard, at a reputable company. Take your shot. I left my job to change the world. Watch Zones. I know it sounds weird, but I want to help people more than what I was at Vanguard, and I was helping people a lot at Vanguard, but I wanted to help people who were newer in their financial journeys. Vanguard would not let me do both at the same time. Conflict of interest stuff. But I did try Watch Zones. I did try. We saved for years to be able to do this, Watch Zones. Our hope is to build a community through Patreon where people donate to the mission. That's the ultimate hope. But we saved up so that we could do this for years in case we didn't make money. And then if I ever have to, we'll go back to the corporate world. But the hope is that we never have to go back to the corporate world. That is the hope. What's up, Medium? Do you believe in the book, like The Secret, in regards to manifesting finances? I don't. I don't believe in manifesting. Now, what some people say manifesting, I could say prayer and God making it happen. What about you, Medium? Do you believe in it? Because it sounds like no matter what it is, it's appealing to a higher power. Bro, are you growing literally very fast? I only have 890 subs. It's been a wild last couple weeks, Watch Zone. We had a clip on YouTube, which was our most successful clip. I know it's not going to sound crazy, but it got 40,000 views. So we got a lot of action from that. But yeah, we've gotten over 25% of our subs in the last month. So that's kind of crazy. I think for people as advanced as you and knowledge, etc., it doesn't matter if it's called prayer, manifestation. You keep it simple and figure it out. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Definitely do. Don't know the plan. Whatever the plan is, I hope to be a part of it. You know what I mean? I hope to be an active part in doing my piece. Hey, I'm happy to help, Watch Jones. We hope we keep going, right? 800 subscribers now, 800,000 a year from now, right? Yes, sir. But there is a Patreon conversation tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Arizona time. Oh, man. One sec. Gotta get this started. Let's go.
Welcome to Free Advice Guy. I'm Luke Halter, Free Advice Guy. We're out in Old Town Scottsdale, hoping to have conversations and maybe change people's lives.
Welcome back. We've got 3 interviewees here for you today. Our first gentleman has a tennis academy. How cool. He's having trouble finding consistent courts, so he asked us what he should do.
What you got?
I have a tennis academy that I'm running, but I'm really struggling to find courts around the area that I can really facilitate out of.
Okay.
And it's just been a struggle to get that. I've kind of got a deal going, but it's very tough in this area. And I was wondering what to...
Have you looked at like the cities? Like Kiwanis Park, Tempe, Mesa, all the city courts and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, a lot of them already have like academies running out of it. So I'm looking at like colleges, community colleges and stuff like that. But,
Okay.
It's tough to find when I can't get anything ball rolling kind of way. Does that make sense?
I mean, have you saturated? Like, have you looked outside of the box like a neighborhood court? As weird as that may sound, like, hey, can we use? I'll pay. You know what I mean? Like, just find it. Just spam everybody until someone goes, yeah, that sounds good. I'd like to take your money.
Yeah.
Someone will take your money.
Do you think one of the gated communities would be open to that, or do you think?
I think it depends. Yeah. If they're super high end, maybe not. But if they're, mid-tier, they just want to help out the people, especially if you post signs in the neighborhood like, hey, come on out, neighborhood discount, or, whatever it is, get more clients, give them a value add that doesn't cost them anything. You're actually paying them to use their courts to give a benefit to their residents. That could be a great selling point for a neighborhood.
Okay, yeah. That'd be good. I might actually try that.
Cool.
This was not my area of expertise, but my brother did have a tennis academy for a bit.
Thanks for stopping. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Best of luck.
At Free Advice Guy, our mission is to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. If you'd like to join the mission, click the Patreon link down below for a free budgeting worksheet and exclusive community content and live streams. Together, we will help millions of people achieve financial literacy.
I want to give a special shout out to our contributing Patreon members. Patreon is going to be the lifeblood of this mission. With your help, we're going to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. Next, we have two gentlemen who talk with us about all sorts of things. Like most other conversations, it's hard to tell if this is going to turn into a full conversation or not, so the camera starts low.
Man, I wish I would have worked at that corporation more. You know what I mean? Like, do it. You have already a platform that's kind of big that you can, you know, keep growing. Obviously, money's important. You got to figure out what void you're filling for people so that they'll willingly give you money. But find that, man. Like,
Time, man.
yeah, don't waste your, I don't want to say don't waste your time. There's plenty of people who work the corporate grind for 50 years, and that's fine. But for most people, they're just not satisfied, right? They go home every night and they're like,
And it's
I hate
not
this.
about even the like, oh, stuck in the 9 to 5 and like the matrix. It's about like enjoying something to do and then being able to do stuff that you enjoy,
Oh, yeah.
help family with money, help friends, you know, help homeless people.
for sure, man. The ultimate goal, this is probably way too early to talk about this, but if this ever blows up, I want to start paying people's debt off.
It's gonna blow up.
That,
It's gonna blow up.
let's hope so. But
you help people out and then it's gonna come back to you.
that's what I hope, man. I want to get to the point that I work with people if they're in whatever $50,000, $90,000 in debt. I work with them for like 6 months so that they get the process of how to actually control their finances. Once we hit that 6 months, I'm like, all right, let's pay your debt off. Now take this and run with it. Like, don't ever do this again, right? And that's what that 6 months is for. But I'd love to be paying people's debts off, man.
If you put in good energy to give to people, it's gonna reflect back to you.
That's the hope. That's the hope.
I have a question real quick. What
Yeah.
about Bitcoin? What's it gonna do?
I mean,
Well,
I'm not gonna guarantee. I'm not gonna guarantee anything.
Like, seriously.
But yeah, are you cool asking?
Yeah.
There we go. All right, do it again.
All right. What's Bitcoin gonna do?
Yeah.
All right. My question is, what is Bitcoin about to do in the next year?
So in the short term, it's impossible to know. You have no idea what's going to come out or whatever. Bitcoin has the biggest name recognition and all of it. I have buddies, Alpha Exchange. They think Bitcoin's going to like 20 to 30 million, but it's being like 20, 30 years. Maybe it's faster, I don't know. They recommend you own 0.1 Bitcoin. They just, that's like their recommendation. Because if it goes to 20 or 30 million and you got 0.1, you think more? More? Then it'll be, I mean, right, there's only gonna be 21 million coins, so it's not gonna be inflationary, where the dollar will probably keep being inflationary.
Yeah.
So anyway, they think
Do not sell.
I'm not gonna tell anybody to buy or sell. There's a lot of risk tolerance and suitability things that go into it.
financial advisor.
But if you are comfortable with a certain amount of money,
Right.
that if it goes to zero, it won't break you and you're okay, because we don't know what's gonna happen with crypto. We honestly don't.
Right.
I believe it'll be around a long time, but we don't know.
Okay.
But if you are able to buy the 0.1 coin, you have 2 to 3 million in 20 to 30 years. Like it's, or it could go to zero, right? Like right now, I think it's what, 108, 109 earlier today, something like that. So let's just call it $11,000 for
Right.
0.1.
Once you put 11 in, then you're good. Save it.
Yep, then just chill.
Yeah.
And then in 20, 30 years, you might have 2, 3 million.
That's good.
You might have
advice.
zero as well. But it's, you know, you got some people, it sounds like, who, to the moon, diamond hands, all that stuff.
All right. Hopefully it goes to the moon.
Yeah?
Is there anything you would comfortably say you wouldn't invest in?
Would not.
Would not?
I said would.
Both.
Oh, what I would invest in?
Yeah. What would you
So,
invest
I'm pretty traditional. I'm a stocks and bonds kind of guy, real estate kind of guy, a little bit of gold and silver kind of guy, right? So I got the old stuff. The only reason I haven't bought Bitcoin though is because it's not easy. Right, I can just hop onto my Vanguard account, a couple clicks, and I'm in. The passphrases and all that sort of stuff with Bitcoin, like what's the best place to go? I don't really want to do. I know it's cold storage when it's off. What's it when you actually have it? It's not warm storage. What is it? You don't. Chat, help us out. But I don't really want to hold a cold storage thing that I always have to track where it's at. But then if it's in their site, I literally read something like 2 days ago that was like, well, you've given them your passcode to transfer it into the account. They have your passcode. Your passcode is no longer secure. I was like, oh, that's scary. I never even thought about it. So I think there's a lot of investments out there that are good for a lot of people if they understand the why and it matches their risk tolerance and time horizon. Those are the two most important things. That's why, like with Bitcoin, right? If you realize it could go to the moon or go to zero and you're comfortable with that, you go and buy 0.1, it shouldn't break any other financial goals, especially over the next 20, 30 years, but it could make your future if it ends up blowing up, going to 20, 30 million, right? So it all depends on what your risk tolerance is, what you're comfortable with, because it could go to zero, and then are you going to be like, no, right? Like it breaks your heart. That's not, you just want to avoid that. Yeah. Cool. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, let's go.
You say you got 4 kids, right?
Oh yeah.
What's some advice on like raising kids?
Man,
Because you were talking about that, about your kids and how you.
it's really hard. Okay, one, they're super cute and you love them, right? They're little yous, they're little me, or little hers, little yous, right? But you're not their friend. You be friendly and all that sort of stuff, right? But there's the face or the tone that's like parent stuff.
Yeah.
It's actually much harder than you think to go in and out of like, oh, I love you, it's so friendly, we're having fun, to you better stop that. You can't do that. So if I were to give you any advice though, and it's not actually about being a parent, have as many kids as you can.
Have as many kids.
Have
as you can.
6. I have 4 right now, and I wish we could have more. But I'm a 41-year-old man. I don't want to be 70 when they're 18.
Right.
So clock's ticking a little bit. But dude, have as many kids as you can. They're really not as expensive as people think they are.
Yeah.
Just go have them, man. Your life is infinitely better with children. Infinitely.
Gotta find a wife first.
You gotta find the wife.
Yes, please find a wife first. Find a wife.
And then 2, how you get a nice beard? That's a tough beard.
Sacrifices had to be made. I had to pay a sacrifice for it to grow like this here.
Keep it going.
Yeah? Cool. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Thank you for the advice.
Hey.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully it blows up.
He's going
Can we
for
get a
it.
like and subscribe?
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Have a good night.
These guys were awesome. Stay tuned for our next release Wednesday. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.
All right. That was awesome. That was awesome. Do 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 do. Doom do 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 doom. All right, that's it. Sorry, Zubar. What country are you based in? Is your advice applicable to? America. America is where I'm a certified financial planner professional. I don't give advice to people around the world, but we do talk about the basics for sure for everyone. So the principles that we talk about are universal. What sort of questions you got, Nick? To give you some background, I'm a certified financial planner professional. I worked at Vanguard for over 13 years, and I quit my job to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. Nothing in particular. I'm from Belgium, but looking to diversify in stocks. Now and only mainly hold U.S. stocks, as it's the most accessible, recommended, of course. That is true. The American stocks generally have the most confidence in them in the world. With that being said, I do own the entire world stock and bond market. It's only like 0.3% bonds, but there are still some, I have to say. So there's a total. See, this is tough because you're in Belgium. I don't know the companies and all that sort of stuff, right? But in America, there's a total stock market index, which is all of the U.S. market. And then there's the total international stock market index. I don't know if you have access to both if you are looking to diversify your holdings. Could you repeat the last part, please? What's the difference between these exactly? So the total stock market index, this is in America, mind you. The total stock market index is all of the publicly traded U.S. stocks. The total international stock market index is all of the international stocks, publicly traded. So that has everything. You would own the entire world's stock market, publicly traded stock market, if you owned those two funds. Does that make sense, Nick? Hey, also, Nick, if you click the link in my bio, or just join the Patreon, we do a private Q&A session every Saturday and a market recap. Currently the most common S&P and close related to it. Yeah, the S&P has become a very popular fund. I don't necessarily have anything against the 500 index fund, but it's only 500 of the over 3,000 stocks in the U.S. stock market. I'm maxing out my Roth IRA every year and putting 6% into my Roth 401k that is matched by my employer. I also put 140 into an HSA every 2 weeks. Should I increase the percentage of the 401k or the HSA? It's a great question. The HSA is very specific in use. So there's a little bit of hesitation there, but this is all personal preference. Do you want your medical expenses to be, I don't know, maybe not fully covered the rest of your life, but right, if you use it for healthcare, it's a great bonus. So either way, before we even get into the specifics of accounts, you should be putting about 20% aside for retirement. So if you make 80 grand, you need to be putting 16K per year away. So it never hurts to, 34, that's what I'm talking about. So it never hurts to max your HSA, assuming it's not going to hinder you from other financial goals. How did you come up with 34%? Also an extra 10% into Bitcoin, but I don't count that in my retirement. I like that thinking. If it ends up going crazy for you, awesome. Have you done Forex, huh? It was big here in Toronto about 10 hours ago or 10 years ago. I do not do any Forex. Paid off my house with it already? Hey-o. So it sounds like you're doing pretty good. I'm assuming you're targeting a early retirement. SDA. Till at least 70. So what are you going to do with all this money? You're saving all this money, but you won't be able to use it until you're an old man. All right, leave it for the kids. Respectable, commendable. But yeah, I don't get into foreign currency exchange because of the time and risk involved, and that market moves really fast, medium. Really fast. I had a buddy who did it. He tried a couple of trades to practice, nailed them, started doing a lot more, lost a lot of money. So it's not that you can't make a lot of money, but it is eat or be eaten out there. Hey, what's going on, 4 Plus? I just saw your message. That's my bad. Hey, so you're in the landscape stream. Interesting. All right, so 4 plus 3 teen. Tell me your name. What's that mean? Also, ask any questions that you have because I'm here for you, but. I'm Smit and I'm currently a student. What is Smit? All right, so I wasn't sure if your name meant you had kids or not. But now we're on the same page. What sort of questions you got, my brother? To give you some background, I'm a free financial advisor. I'm a certified financial planner professional, which means I'm a fiduciary. I have to do what's in your best interest. I worked at Vanguard for over 13 years, and I quit my job to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. Do you have any investments within your HSA? All right, I'm embarrassed to admit this. No, I'm very embarrassed to admit that. I should have an investment that matches my risk tolerance, but I didn't. Yes, I did work at Vanguard, team. But when I worked at Vanguard, if I wanted to place trades in the HSA, I had to report them. And it's not that that's necessarily a bad thing. I just didn't want to go through the effort. So that is 100% on me. I hope your financial future is impressive as your beard. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Why did I leave my job? I was paid well, but I feel like I have a higher calling, Teen. I want to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. A lot of the time, people don't start working with financial advisors until A, they already are successful and they have enough money and now they want to be better with it, or something has happened and they need help. I would rather help people early, educate them early, get them to avoid mistakes, stuff like that. Have you guys checked out the video that's pinned? I'm working while I listen. I dig it. Are there any topics you would like me to talk about while we wait? I was mainly investing in the S&P 500 and dividend funds in my Vanguard, but it seems oversaturated the top companies, so I switched it a couple weeks ago to 50% ATI. Okay. I mean, that's pretty market weighted. SDEA, SDEA, that is VTI is 80% S&P, and the world's market, I believe, is closer to 70-30. I could be wrong, but you're very close to just owning the entire world's stock market weighted. Oh, in no way. I actually don't think there is a best blend. I know that's a total cop-out answer, but it's going to depend on retirement income and all that, right? If you could somehow have your entire nest egg in a Roth and be older than 59 and a half, wouldn't that be ideal? So I think it's just more about your total nest egg. But if you really want to back me into a corner, if it was possible, which is not really, but a third, because we don't know what tax codes are going to be in the future. And if you have your assets moved around like that, then you can, if you can then pull them out from those account types in a tax efficient manner, if that makes sense. So it's very interesting. One of my biggest gripes, SDEA, about the 500 index funds is lack of diversification. And it's something like the top 10 funds are a crazy high allocation, or the top 10 companies are a crazy high part of that. But what do you think about that, affiliated? Should I quit my job and pursue an animation career, or keep my job and work on the side? Well, the money answer to this, and what a lot of people will tell you, is to keep working. Keep making your real paycheck, and then do this stuff on the side. And then once your side business grows enough that it makes sense for you to quit, what do you think about that? Now, if you save up enough and you have enough of an emergency fund or cash reserves to the side to take care of you, you could then potentially think about quitting. But the main thing about getting a business to start is that you give it long enough to reach a namesake and all that. Sorry I was on call, but pause you. Sounds like based insight. I try to keep a real world approach to everything. Too many people saying anything is possible. Too many people saying it's impossible. So many moving parts situations. You have to give the best advice without having all the deets. Exactly. This is the one of the things that I've really enjoyed about Free Advice Guys so far is just the idea of pushing principles and ideas. But I don't actually give specific advice unless people are in my Patreon, because it's a private community. I could be a little bit more direct with a smaller audience than potentially, the world. So, but in here, we get people the principles and steer them in the right directions. But yeah, the perfect advice is different for you than it is for me. Hey, what's up, Shaw? Shawshank? Did I just see that for the first time, or did you change your name? Shawshank is one of my favorite movies of all time. How long you been working on the beard? It's really tough to say because I would grow it and then cut it. Let it grow a little more and cut it. Let it grow a little more and then cut it. But I have been letting this just straight grow for about 2 years now. That's actually not true either. I've cut off probably 4 or 5 inches in the last 2 years. Agreed. Yeah, you know what's funny? The Morgan Freeman's character, right? He's a black dude. In the book, he's a white redhead. That's why they call him Red. But Morgan Freeman did such a good job. They're like, yep, you're red. And they couldn't have made a better decision, dude. Morgan Freeman, what's the other guy's name? Tim? I can't remember his name. But Morgan Freeman makes that movie. Makes it. I've recently started earning and I don't know how to invest it, so any tips? Yeah, Shaw, so real quick. Yeah, there it is. Tim Robinson. Tim Robinson? So before you get to investing, Shaw, investing is step number 4 out of 5. You have to have a budget down to the detailed penny at first. I'm not saying forever, although you could do it forever. But budget, an emergency fund. I like 12 months of basic living expenses. Some people think I'm crazy. Then you have to set goals. So, right, if you're just now earning, Shawshank, if you're just now earning and you have a budget with a surplus and you have an emergency fund, you now need a goal for the money, because you're going to invest differently for retirement than you will for a home, than you will for a car, than you will for a slush fund. So we have to know some more details before we can get into investing tips. What do you mean, like what? Details? For investing, or what do you mean? Give me a more specific question. Tim Robbins. Tim Robinson is the funny guy actor who does awkward comedy. I like that. Investing. I want early retirement. Okay. So if you're going to invest for retirement and you know you have more time, you can probably take more risk, meaning more stock exposure or more risk exposure. Whereas if you're trying to invest in something that's 4 years from now, you're probably going to be in money markets. Even though people do invest in stocks because they're crazy, savage, wild men. So, like, you might be, depending on your risk tolerance, you could be 100% stock for a retirement goal 20 plus years from now, but you are 100% cash for saving for a down payment or a car in the next few years. I don't want to take any risk. Well, that is impossible, Shawshank. Later, affiliated. If you want to get returns on your investment, I am like safe side person. I mean, there's risk in everything. Because even if you put your money in a bank account, there's risk. If you put it into a money market, there's risk. It's not very high, but there's still risk. Car debt is the worst. It is one of the worst. It is carrying a debt on a depreciating asset. I still think credit card debt is worse than car debt. Find a padded room and stay there, Shawshank. Woo! Coming in hot in chat. We're coming in hot. But yeah, it's tough, Shawshank. What you're talking about is very difficult. If you're just going to save cash, essentially, all the way until retirement, you're going to miss out on a lot of growth and a lot of gains because you can't stomach the volatility, you know? Yo, what's up, Soft? I put 20K down on my ex-wife's car and paid it off in 9 months. Will never do that again. I always pay in cash. I like it. So one of the things I do like to recommend people, and this is advice, but if you have the extra cash flow for it and you have a car that's paid off, you should be paying yourself every month some sort of cash payment so that when it comes time, you have cash for a car. Soft, we beat Nightmare 4 last night. I know you don't really want to play, but I was sad you weren't part of it. I do have it up. So, Soft, I've been scared to change anything. I guess it doesn't matter for Twitch because Twitch is very hard to grow. But like if I switch out on YouTube, I'm worried what that'll do since the YouTube stuff has been going well lately. Not a finance question per se, but does jet fuel melt steel beams? This man's trying to get me canceled. I just want you to know, man, that I believe all of the official government rationale and reasons for everything, and I question nothing. Please don't look into me further. All right, that's not true. I question everything. True patriot. I'll hopefully by the time the season kicks off soft, there's enough of a audience on a daily basis that I won't kill everything by streaming Valorant. Who knows though, right? Who knows? You don't have to stream it. I was just telling you in case. No, I want to stream it. I want to stream it. But I definitely appreciate the heads up. I have it. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this. That's the game in the background. I just muted it now, but hello, bald guy. Hello, Akash. Akash the Plilal. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. I have a feeling, man, Nathan, that you're going to tell me one day who you are, and we're going to know each other IRL. Give me U.S. visa. 1, you called me bald guy. 2, I have zero power to give anybody anything other than free advice. But you got to make dollars there with the skills that you have. Wherever you are, work on making dollars. Make other people's life easier. Figure out things that you can do for them that they'll pay you for. Take out their trash, whatever it is, man. Clean up their yard. Nope, man. Our love is not meant to be. We can't be together unless you take care of the old ball and chain. LOL. I hope her face is the last thing I see on this planet. Make other lives easier equals money. Yes, it is. How much of my monthly income should I save if I want financial freedom early? Shawshank, it's tough because you're not investing and you're afraid of risk. But for me, a base is starting at least 20% of your pre-tax. So if you make $60,000, you need to be saving $12,000 per year. Did you know that there were 5 Mossad guys caught on tape celebrating? They were held for 60 days. No. I've heard something like that. Wait, Shaz, didn't you just tell me that you were not ready to take risk? Yeah, you said don't want to take any risk. I am like safe side person. How do I avoid scams and false investment schemes? I mean, you got to go with a reputable place early or to begin, right? Like, I'm not going to go with some random investment place. I'm going with Vanguard. Now, I'm biased because I worked there for 13 years, right? But don't buy anything from a dude who walks up to you or random people on the internet. Understand what you want to buy and why, and it'll make everything easier. There are regulatory bodies that maintain a list like FINRA in the US. Our country probably has one. Yeah, but even that, yeah, you know what? That's actually a decent list. If you can't find somebody on your country's list that is legit, I don't know that they are legit. You know what I mean? Why can't they be on someone's list? Yeah, if it's too good to be true, then it is. That's not my man Rump, is it? What is the maximum EMI I can afford without harming my future savings? My salary is about $1,000. EMI, estimated monthly. What does EMI stand for? Equated monthly installments. Is that what we're talking about? Yo. If it's a buy now, pay later type thing, I'm not a huge fan of those. A fixed payment made by a borrower to a lender on a specified date each month. It just looks like it's another way to pay off debt. Anyway, I don't think you should really take on debt to pay for much. Man, Sentinels clean that round up. We're going to be watching Valorant. In case you're wondering, I do have Valorant going. Red Bull Homegrounds, but I won't be streaming it. Alright, if Sentinels win, Soft has to play zombies with me tonight. You're never too old to be into Valorant. Now, to be fair, I haven't played nearly as much. But as long as my hands and my brain works, I will play Valorant. What's your username? It's Toowoke. Toowoke. Oh man, Sentinels through that round. Sentinels through that round. Wait, so man or Manathan? Man, then F1. I don't even know, man. F1. I'm just going to call you F1. But are you into Valorant? If you're asking for my username, it makes me think you are. All right, give me 1 sec. I played a bit, but I suck. I've been immortal. I think I'm Diamond 1 now. I just don't play nearly enough. Did you see what they said about you in the Discord? No. I will not. That's a good one, or Ornicare. Which habits helped your finances the most over the years? Budgeting. And then from there, doing things automatically. Those are the two biggest things for most people, I would say. Get your budget, actually figure out your money, learn how to spend your money, take care of your money, not waste money. And then once you have a surplus, you begin automatically investing it. Yes, but I do have beard care. My beard is softer than some people's hair on their head. For sure, Shawshank. Thanks for coming in. Well, I don't know if this was the advice you were looking for. Yeah, this is exciting. I like this team a lot. Ooh, it is really fun to watch. For the record, I can go by F1. All right, are you into F1 racing? My biggest clip I ever had randomly had an F1 hashtag. We were wondering if that helped it go crazy. Man, Cortesia losing. His life is tough. No smokes. T1 has double smokes. I mean, they have to know this is A. They're pushed out so far. Whoo! Yes, sir, but haven't seen much these days. Verstappen is still dominating, so the sport is a little boring, but the new kids are rising up the ranks, I hear. Yeah, so I don't know if you're into other racing, but I'm into MotoGP. So it's been crazy. Marc Marquez had his first championship in, 4 years? Something like that. But maybe 5. It's been wild, man. And he's back. But there are a bunch of young kids making it exciting as well. But anytime I see clips, it does seem infinitely more interesting than F1. It's just exciting because they're on motorcycles, man. It's crazy. If you've ever ridden a motorcycle and you watch what those guys do, you're like, woo! Yeah. They get up to 200 miles an hour sometimes. What was your username on Valo? Toowoke, TOOWKE. And then my hashtag is, I think, 1872. I think. My Valo is taking forever to boot up. Send your request. Sounds good. What servers do you play on? I can't play on African servers, you know? Hey, what's up, Surya? Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. How are you today? Yo, what's up? Fisk? It's been a while, man. Yes. I don't remember exactly what we talk about or what we talked about. But I believe you've been back since we switched from a gaming stream only to finance as well. I've been following you for a while. Hold on, let's see what it says. It says you've been following since June of this year. Yes, sir. 5 months, baby. So where are you at in life? I could search the archives to find out what we talk about, but what's important to you today? If you don't remember, I'm a free financial advisor. I'm a certified financial planner professional. That means I'm a fiduciary. I have to do what's in your best interest. And I quit my job at Vanguard to change the world and help millions of people achieve financial literacy. I do. I do. I am free advice guy. I own free advice guy. I just got to high school this year. I feel bad going, but I have to go. Just came to say hi. Why do you feel bad for going? Going to school or leaving the chat? You never have to feel bad. Glad you came in. What do you own exactly? The trademark? Yes, I do own the trademark. So free advice guy is the trademark. And why I own it, since I was going with this name, if I didn't own it and somebody else decided to go by free advice guy, then that would be trouble. Now I have legal claims to it. Is it a common thing for streamers, YouTubers to do? Didn't really think about it. I see it a lot of knockoff channels for bigger channels. Yeah, cross country is rough. If somebody in another country starts doing it, I can't really do much for it. But here in America, there's something. I don't know that it's common until people reach a certain size. But because this was going to be our actual business, like Free Advice Guy is also the LLC. We have the trade. We wanted the trademark just as overall protection, that this is our name, and we weren't going to have to worry about a name change in the future because someone else created it or had it or whatever. Correct. Yep. Me and my wife. She is way more a part of this than the public realizes. She does most of our clipping. She handles a lot of the social media stuff, things like that. Yeah, no, I'm excited. I like these questions. Six five. I don't even know if this is a defensive or offensive map. Yo, what's up, RG Official Shorts? How are you? Welcome to the channel. If you'd like some background, I'm a free financial advisor. I'm a certified financial planner professional. I'm here to answer questions and help the world achieve financial literacy. Portrait streams are better. I believe they get pushed a lot more. I'll probably get like 10 to 15 people who come into this one. but there will be probably 120 people who go into the portrait. I'm from America, official shorts. I gotta fix the portrait stream. F1. I gotta figure out how to make me bigger and also have this thing around me. I'm not 100% sure. I gotta figure that out. Yeah, because portrait streams are embedded between shorts, so discovery is easier. It's got to be something like that because it's way different on the portrait stream. Although today, this is the most. I think I've had 4 people come into the landscape one. We take that. I mean, you're one of them. So I don't know if that actually counts, but still, it'll look like it counts. But YouTube's a mess because it doesn't let you choose portrait or landscape. Really? Yeah, I think there are actually 2 different websites, which is goofy. They should just let all the stream. Like, they're not even going to fix what you're talking about. The rumor, or what they kind of put in studio, is that there's still going to be 2 separate streams, but they're going to combine chat somehow. So I don't know what that looks like, but are you a teacher or a professor? I guess you could call me a teacher, but no, I'm not a teacher or a professor. I worked at Vanguard for 13 years and I'm a certified financial planner professional, RG. It's crazy how a multi-billion, trillion now maybe, with some of the best engineers can't figure out, but Twitch, Kick, Rumble already have. Yeah, agreed. You would think YouTube would have the best, but I know they're a little bit newer to the streaming. So all their stuff isn't necessarily where it will end up. Insane. Insane. Ha! The replay's even better. Hey, sounds good, F1. Thanks for stopping by, brother. We'll play Valo soon. Yikes, they should actually finish that fight. I actually have a perf review coming up at work on Monday, and if all goes well and I get a hike, I think I'm going to get a new car and place and other purchases too. I'm in the bayou, so I don't do anything stupid. I like it, man. Start saving up cash. Start saving for those things now, brother. But yeah, we could talk about them. That guy dropped. What a huge goof. Ah. It's a good round by T1. Good round by T1. Let's go, Cortez. What was that, narrate? Man. Uh-oh. We laughed, and now the Sentinels are collapsing. Official shorts. I'm just a free financial advisor. I just do free advice guy. I just want to change the world and help millions of people achieve financial literacy. This is all I do. Now, with that, I stream. I make YouTube videos. I post to YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Right? So I try to have things everywhere, but I'm just a free financial advisor. He doesn't even look? Okay. I need a minute. I'll be right back. Oh. Oof. Yo, what's up, Yuli? Queen Slayer? Queen Slayer Yuli. Woohoo! Queen Slayer in the house. My question is, did you add the title, Yuli? Did you add the title? I'm not going to lie. Last night, beating Nightmare 4 with my friends was the coolest. I beat Nightmare 4 before with, I think it was some random friend I made. Beating Nightmare 4 with my friends was my favorite gaming time that we've had and that I've had in a long time. In a long time. It was insane. But when Wiz switched to Blade, it made it easy. Although I'm still not 100% sure. I really want to go through with Wiz and figure out why our builds are so different. We were both Punisher, yet I was ending with sometimes double his damage. I don't understand. And I know we're never going to play again. But I will remember it fondly. Is it... Did they release the new update today? If not, I'm playing again tonight. Yeah, Blade is way better for survival. But you and I did a build... Oh, man, it is queuing. Oh, man. Does that mean Zombies is gone? Does that mean I have to play... Valorant again? Not enough free disk space. Yikes. I have some computer cleanup I have to do here. That is crazy. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. But if you get on the talk later, Yuli, you'll see me up there. You'll see me on the talk. A tick, a talk. A tick, a tick, a talk. A tick, a tick, a tick, a tick, a tick, a tick, a talk. Yeah, when are you going to join Wiz and Ascendant again? Never, man. I'm Diamond 1. I will never be Ascendant again. But I don't play Valorant for rank anymore. I hit my all-time high, and I am satisfied with it. All right, but I'll be back. Wait, what did that say? What is your passion? Man, that's tough. There's so many ways I could go about this, but I'm going to say helping millions of people achieve financial literacy. That's where I'm going to go. But I do have to go here, brother. Official shorts. I appreciate you, but I am out of here. We hit almost the 3-hour mark. I love you guys. Catch you later. Goodbye.